Hi Sam, I got your message. I see you're struggling on problems like this. This is on Khan Academy, I think under Simplify Square Roots. Okay, so let me just take you on a little tour here. Because I didn't, for every assignment, I didn't assign the videos for you to watch, especially if it was a review concept that we did earlier in the year. But it's possible that you just weren't in our class at that time. So let's take a look. So if we go to our Khan Academy, I'm looking at simplifying square roots. Okay. And I can see this is the problem, and you can see this is what your page should probably look like. All right, and you just want to go one above it where it says simplifying square roots, and there's a video that you can watch. All right, so let's just get to the part of the video. It's a 3-minute video. Let's get to the part that maybe I can explain. Okay, so here we go. All right, so let's go through like here. Okay,
it's 5.
So this is where he breaks down. He does 117. All right. So let's just take this. Let's view. So I much prefer that if you're going to ask me a question, it's about something you don't understand on the video, not on the problem, because that tells me you've seen the video and you're confused by it. And some of these videos are a little confusing. So let's just do it. So send a new page. So let's look at his example. So his example has 5 times the square root of 117. So it's kind of similar to what you gave me. You gave me as a square root problem, and it was just 28. Okay? So the first step he took here is that he used a factor tree to kind of break this down. And he used the fact that 3 multiplied by 39 is 117. And he actually did long division to figure this out here. If you didn't know it, you could just use your calculator. All right, so let's think about how we do our factor tree for 28. What two numbers multiply to 28? Let's try 2. 2 times what? Okay, let's do 14. All right, now the reason he kept going is because 39 can be broken down into 3 times 13. 39 can be written as 3 times 13 is equal to 39. So he kept going. And when you do a factor tree, you kind of keep going until you have prime numbers. All right, so let's write that down. So when you're doing a factor tree, factor tree, keep going until all numbers are prime. Okay? All right, so he kind of just kept going. So we would keep going with this 14. How would we break down 14? 14 is what? Well, it's an even number, so 2 multiplied by 7. Okay? 2 multiplied by 7. And now we have a 2 which is prime, a 2 which is prime, and then a 7 which is prime. So we actually can rewrite this, and you can't see it here, but he wrote 5 on the outside. He kept that number on the outside, and then he rewrote the 3 here, this 3 here, and the 13 here. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to rewrite this. We're going to say this is equal to the square root, and we're going to write the 2, okay, the 2, and the 7. So let's write it out. So we're going to have this 2 is going to go right here, 2, okay, times 2 times 7. And the rule is for every pair, okay, for every pair of numbers, you just write it on the outside, cross out, and write once on the outside. Okay, so what does that mean? So you would cross out your 2 and 2, that's the pair, and you write the 2 on the outside of the house. And everything else stays on the inside, so that 7 would just stay on the inside. Okay? And that's just what he did here, okay? The 5 kind of just copies over, and then he had 2 3s. So those 2 3s crossed out, and you only wrote 1 on the outside, and then you kept that 13 on the inside. Okay, this is kind of one step further. Maybe the next problem looks like this. You would multiply your 5 multiplied by 3, and you would get 15. So the answer would be 15 square root 13. Okay, I hope this was helpful. If you have a question, try to watch the videos because the videos have a lot of information in them.